Hello students, I am your biology lecturer. Okay, in the last class we discussed about the mammary glands and the bulbovestibular glands. Today we can discuss another very important topic, that is the gametogenesis. Gametogenesis is a process of formation of gametes. Gametogenesis is a process of formation of gametes. Okay. Here two types of gametes are formed in case of humans. Two types of gametes are formed in case of humans. Male gamete and a female gamete. Male gamete is a sperm and a female gamete is a ovum or egg. Okay. Here gametogenesis is one of the very important event which occurs during the reproduction period. Okay. Gametogenesis occurs in a pre-fertilization. Before fertilization, the gametes are formed by the process called a gametogenesis. The definition of gametogenesis is the process of formation of gametes is called gametogenesis. In case of male, the male gamete is sperm, female, in case of female, the female gamete is ovum or egg. Okay. Both in the male and female, the sperm or ovum or gametes are produced in a primary sex organs. We already discussed that in case of males, the primary sex organ is a testis. In case of female, the primary sex organ is a ovary. Okay. Here in case of male, the sperm production by the specific event or specialist process called as a spermatogenesis. In the gametogenesis, two type, spermatogenesis and a oogenesis and oogenesis. By the spermatogenesis, the sperm production. By the oogenesis, ovum is produced. Okay. It is very easy topic. Okay. Then spermatogenesis. It is very common. Spermatogenesis occurs in a male to produce the sperm has a male gamete. Oogenesis occurs in the females which produces the ovum or a egg has a female gamete. Next, the definition of spermatogenesis is very easy. The process of formation of sperm. Then oogenesis, the process of formation of ovum, or you can elaborate. Spermatogenesis is a type of gametogenesis. Here the sperm or a male gamete will produced. Oogenesis is a type of gametogenesis where the ovum or egg will produced as a female gamete. Okay. Let us start the first topic here, that is the spermatogenesis. Okay. Spermatogenesis occurs in the primary sex organ. We already discussed. Spermatogenesis occurs in the primary sex organ, that is the testis. Okay. Testis is the primary sex organ in case of males where the sperm will produced. Okay. By the spermatogenesis, sperm will produce, the sperm is haploid. In the testis, sperm will produce, that is the haploid. Okay. Then spermatogenesis starts at the age of puberty. Okay. In case of males, the puberty starts from 13 or 16, 13 or 16. the puberty stage starts, maturity phase. Okay, the gametogenesis or a spermatogenesis starts in case of males at the age of puberty due to the secretion of gonadotropin releasing hormone by the hypothalamus. Okay, students, concentrate here. Before going to start the actual process of spermatogenesis, we have to know the role of certain hormones which initiates the secretion of certain factors for synthesis of sperm. Okay, the hormones are the biomolecules which helps in synthesis of which enhances the production of sperm, which helps in the spermatogenesis. That we have to discuss here. Initially, in case of male, I already discussed, in case of males, the sperm production will starts from the puberty stage. Okay, why at that puberty stage only? Yaka just puberty stage olagade sperm production agbeku andra, at that stage a certain hormone is released by the hypothalamus. Concentrate here. Hypothalamus. From the hypothalamus, a certain hormone is released. That is called a gonadotropin releasing hormone. GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormone, is a hormone which is released by the hypothalamus during the puberty stage later. Then what is the role of gonadotropin releasing hormone? Gonadotropin acts on another endocrine gland. It acts on another endocrine gland, that is called as pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, it is an endocrine gland. The GnRH, that is a gonadotropin releasing hormone, acts on the pituitary gland and stimulate the secretion of two gonadotropins, and stimulates the secretion of two gonadotropins. Then the pituitary gland produces the another two gonadotropins, those are LH and FSH. Remember this sequence. Firstly, at the age of puberty, in case of male, hypothalamus releases the gonadotropin releasing hormone. GnRH means gonadotropin releasing hormone. Okay. Then that gonadotropin releasing hormone acts on a pituitary gland, okay, which secretes another two gonadotropins called LH and FSH. Here I will write the long forms. LH means luteinizing hormone. FSH, one second. Here LH means luteinizing hormone, then FSH means follicular stimulating hormone. Okay. Then here LH, what is the role of LH means? Role of LH, once again, LH acts on a leading cells. Here question comes, what are leading cells? We already discussed while discussing the structure of testes. Ultra structure of testes we already discussed. In that interstitial connective tissue, a group of cells are present, those are called as a leading cells. Okay. Here LH, that is a luteinizing hormone, acts on a leading cell which stimulate and synthesis the hormone called testosterone. Testosterone. While discussing the testes, I told that the leading cell which produces the hormone called testosterone or androgen, that is stimulated by the LH. This sequence is very important. Hypothalamus, by the hypothalamus, gonadotropin releasing hormone, gonadotropin releasing hormone to pituitary gland releases the LH which stimulate the leading cells to produce a testosterone. Okay. Then what is the function of testosterone? The testosterone stimulate the process of spermatogenesis, which stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. It is very important. Okay. Then another hormone which is released by the pituitary gland, what is the function of that? Here we can discuss the FSH, that is a follicular stimulating hormone. Follicular stimulating. By the follicular stimulating follicular stimulating hormone acts on the Sertoli cells. You know what are Sertoli cells? Sertoli cells are also called as nerve cells which are present in the seminiferous tubule. These are the germline epithelial tissue present in the seminiferous tubule of the testis. Okay. These are the triangular shaped or elongated structured cells which nourishes the germ cells. Okay. Sertoli cells are also called as a nerve cells. Okay. Then the Sertoli cells simulate and secrete some factors which help in the process of spermatogenesis. Indirectly, it also helps in the spermatogenesis by releasing factors. Those factors are necessary for the spermatogenesis. Okay. Remember this sequence. At the time of puberty, the hypothalamus releases the gonadotropin releasing hormone. That gonadotropin releasing hormone acts on the pituitary gland. Pituitary gland releases the two gonadotropins called LH and FSH. LH acts on the leading cell which release for the release of testosterone or a male sex hormone. Okay, testosterone which stimulate the process of spermatogenesis. Next, the FSH is also released by the pituitary gland. That FSH acts on the Sertoli cells or the nerve cells by the Sertoli cells which releases certain factors which helps in the spermatogenesis. This is all about the hormone role in a spermatogenesis. Here the hormones are very important for a spermatogenesis. Why the spermatogenesis occurs from the puberty? There is a reason. The certain hormones are released after the puberty stage only. That is why spermatogenesis we can see in case of male after the puberty stage. Okay. I hope it will clear to you all. Next we can move to the detailed study of spermatogenesis. Remember this sequence is very important. Next we can discuss the actual process of spermatogenesis. Here again I am writing the title. Okay. Spermatogenesis which occurs in the testes. Again and again I am telling, testes are the primary sex organs which occurs in the testes. Okay. In the testes particularly, the gametogenesis occurs in seminiferous tubules. Once again I will change the color. Okay. After the testes, seminiferous tubules. Particularly in the seminiferous tubules are the coiled structure and a straitened part. In the seminiferous tubule, the spermatogenesis occurs in the coiled part of seminiferous tubule. Okay. In the coiled part of the seminiferous tubule, when we take the TS, we can get the two types of germinal epithelial cells. Those are Sertoli cells and the germ cells. Particularly spermatogenesis occurs in the germ cells. Okay. Remember the particular location of spermatogenesis. Overall, we can say the spermatogenesis occurs in the testis. Where in the testis? In the seminiferous tubule. Where in the seminiferous tubule? Coiled part of the seminiferous tubule. Why? Where in the coiled part of seminiferous tubule? Particularly germ cells. Okay. In the germ cells, the spermatogenesis occurs. Okay. It is very important. Remember this sequence, the particular location of the spermatogenesis. Okay. Then the spermatogenesis begins at the puberty stage. We already discussed. Okay. Then the germ cells undergoes to the mitotic division repeatedly. Okay. Before going to start, I will draw the simple diagram of seminiferous tubule here. One second. I think you all remember this diagram. Okay. Please practice this diagram, then only you can understand the actual process of spermatogenesis. Okay. Please concentrate here. This is the structure of testis. Okay. Here, which I am showing now is a coiled part of the seminiferous tubule. You can see the label here. Then straightened part of the seminiferous tubule. Okay. The straightened part of the seminiferous tubule joined to form a common canal called as a rete testis. You already know that. Here, when we take the TS, you can get the another structure. While discussing the ultrastructure of testis, I explained by using this diagram only. Okay. Here you can see here circular structures which you are seeing now. Those are the seminiferous tubule. Okay. You can see the labeling here. Seminiferous tubule. In the seminiferous tubule, two types of cells present, a cuboidal shaped cells and a triangular shaped cells. The cuboidal shaped cells are called as a germ cells, where the spermatogenesis occurs, and triangular shaped or elongated shaped cells are present. Those are called as Sertoli cells or a nerve cells, which gives a nourishment to the germ cells. You can see here. Okay. Here, now I am going to draw this part of the testis only. I am not going to draw any interstitial tissue or any connective tissue. Here you can see the leading cells. Okay. A group of cells are present in the interstitial cells. Those are called as interstitial cells or the leading cells. Okay. Just remember, I am going to draw this part of the seminiferous tubule. Okay. Concentrate here. This is the layer of testis, where we can see the cuboidal shaped cells. Those are called as a germ cells. This is a layer of germinal epithelium. Okay. I will draw here the elongated shaped cell. Okay. Which are the nucleus. Okay. Let me label this. These are the germ cells. Okay. Just a portion of seminiferous tubule are drawn here. Okay. I am not going to draw a circular structure of seminiferous tubule. Just for your understanding, I am drawing this. Here these are the Sertoli cells. Okay. Then, at the time of spermatogenesis, the germ cell, here you can see the germ cell undergoes to the repeated meiotic division. Don't get confused, students. Here, before going to start the actual process of haploid gamete production, the germ cell undergoes to the mitotic division, not the meiotic division. Okay, listen carefully. The germ cell undergoes to the repeated mitotic division. Okay. The germ cell undergoes to the mitotic division. mitotic division. Okay, the process of gamete formation or the spermatogenesis we can divide in a 4 different steps. Okay, germ cell undergoes to the repeated mitotic division. This event or this process we can say that is the multiplication phase. Multiplication phase. This is the first phase. Okay. Multiplication phase is the first phase. Then, when the germ cell undergoes through the repeated mitotic division, which produces the many diploid cells. Here I am using the 2n for a diploid representation. Carefully listen guys. The germ cell are the body cells which are always diploid in case of humans. In case of male, here the diploid or a germ cell is always diploid. Okay. When the diploid germ cell undergoes to the mitotic division, it must and should produce the equal diploid offsprings. Okay. 2 offsprings will produced by the first mitotic division. The offsprings are diploid or produced cells are diploid in condition. Okay. Then the germ cell when undergoes to the mitotic division, the offsprings are produced. Those are called with a special name called as a, here I will write spermatogonia. Spermatogonia, for singular spermatogonium. Remember these meanings. Okay, remember these words: spermatogonia, plural, singular spermatogonium. Okay, then I told that here we can see the repeated mitotic division. Okay, repeated means again we can show the second mitotic division. Again, which produces the another 4 diploid cells. Okay, 2n, 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 4 different haploid cells. Okay, here after production of many diploid spermatogonia. Okay, after production of many spermatogonia, diploid spermatogonia, some of the spermatogonia acts as a stem cells. Here I am using these 3 cells which act as a stem cells. I will explain what are stem cells. Okay, these are act as a stem cells. Few cells of, here I am drawing only 4 cells. Okay, that's why I am taking this one cell for a next step of spermatogenesis. But actually a million or trillion spermatogonias produced in a male. A few spermatogonia act as a stem cell. A few spermatogonia undergoes to the further spermatogenesis process. Next, here 3 cells are act as a stem cells. A single cell I am taking here. It involves in the means if which undergoes to the further steps in the spermatogenesis. Okay, here very important topic, stem cell. Stem cells are nothing but the cells which undergoes to the continuous mitotic division. In case of males, the process called as a spermatogenesis, you can see up to the 70 age. Okay, males ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ಯೂಬರ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟೋಜೆನಿಸಿಸ್ನ ಅಪ್ ಟು 80 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ 70 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ವರೆಗೂ ಸ್ಪರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟೋಜೆನಿಸಿಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ presence of stem cells. Some spermatogonia cells are act as a stem cells. That's why they continuously undergoes and produces the diploid spermatogonia. ಇವು ಸೆಲ್ಸು ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವೆ, spermatogonia and undergoes to the next step of spermatogenesis. Later again some cells act as a stem cells. Here for example, these act as a stem cells. Again these undergoes to and produces the diploid cells. Okay, suppose ಈಗ for example I am taking here by these 3 cells, again 6 diploid spermatogonia will produce. Okay, here a 5 spermatogonia act as a stem cell, again 1 spermatogonia act as a means which undergoes to the again for the process of spermatogenesis. I hope all of you understanding this. Okay, if you have any doubts you can ask in a comment section, otherwise you can easily call me. Okay, if you have any doubts you can even ask by WhatsApp number. Here actual process, here few cells are undergoes to the further process of spermatogenesis. Okay, already the first phase is over, that is the multiplication phase. Okay, next phase, that is called a maturation or a growth phase. Growth phase. Okay, during the growth phase the cells which undergoes to the further process of mitosis, that cell increases its size. Okay, the size and the cell contents are increases. Here you can see the size variation, the first spermatogonia, and after growth phase you can see the increase in the size and nutrient contents or cell contents also. Okay, after growth phase the spermatogonia is called as a primary spermatocyte. Remember these names, primary spermatocyte. Okay, then after formation of primary spermatocyte during the growth phase, this primary spermatocyte undergoes to the next step of spermatogenesis, that is the reductional division. You know that the gametes are produced by the meiosis only. Okay, here after the formation of primary spermatocyte, that primary spermatocyte undergoes to the next phase of the spermatogenesis, that is the maturation phase. Okay, during the maturation phase the primary spermatocyte undergoes to the meiotic division. Okay, once again. Okay, here meiosis. You know that meiosis occurs in 2 steps, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 is a reductional division. Reductional division means a reduction of number of chromosome occurs. Suppose example, in case of humans, in case of male humans, the number of chromosomes are 46. The 46 chromosomes are present in a diploid cells. After the first division of meiosis, the number of chromosome reduced. Okay, here ploidy number also. Ploidy means paired chromosomes. The diploid spermatocyte undergoes to the meiosis first, that is a reductional division, to form a 2 haploid cells, haploid single N. Okay, then for example the number of chromosome you can write here 23. Okay, then the name after the primary spermatozoid, after the first meiosis, the produced offsprings are called as these offsprings are called as secondary spermatocytes. Sorry. One second. Secondary spermatocytes. Okay, next. After formation of secondary spermatocytes, next step of meiosis occurs. That is after completion of meiosis first, next step is meiosis second. Okay. This is the where I can write. Here I will write. This is the meiosis second. Meiosis second is same like the mitosis. It is a equational division. If you remember the cell division, that is meiosis, you can easily understand this spermatogenesis process. Meiosis 1 is a reductional division, where you can see by the diploid cells 2 haploid cells are produced, but meiosis 2 is a equational division, has same mitosis division. Meiosis 2 is a equational division, same like the mitosis. Okay, by that the haploid cells will produce the haploid offsprings only, equational divisions. Okay, then after meiosis second, the offsprings are called as spermatids. These are spermatids. The spermatids will produced. Spermatids are the oval shaped sperms. Okay, then these are not actual sperms. The sperms have the motile part, you all know that. That's why these spermatids undergoes to the next process. All the 4 haploid cells. Here you are seeing the 4 haploid cells are produced by the meiosis 2. Okay, those are called as spermatids. A single mitosis process produces the 4 haploid spermatids. Those spermatids undergoes to the another division, another process called the spermiogenesis. The process is known as spermiogenesis. By the spermiogenesis, the non-motile spermatids to produce the motile sperms. The motile sperms are produced by the spermiogenesis. These are single N means haploid, 4 sperms are produced. Okay, here the spermatids undergo certain changes, that is not a genetical changes, only the physical changes. Okay, not the chromosome number doesn't change, only the physical structure of the spermatid changes. The spermatid doesn't have any motile structure, but after spermiogenesis, the motile structure or a tail we can see after spermiogenesis. Okay, after spermiogenesis, the spermatid will produce structures called as a spermatozoa. Or a motile spore. This is the actual process of spermatogenesis. Here I will explain once again. The spermatogenesis occurs in the testis, particularly in the testis seminiferous tubule. In the seminiferous tubule, coiled part of the seminiferous tubule. In the coiled part of the seminiferous tubule, that is the germ cells, Okay, the germ cells are diploid in condition. Along with the germ cell, another germinal epithelial tissue is present, that is Sertoli cells. Okay, that Sertoli cell undergoes, the germ cell undergoes to the mitosis, which undergoes to the mitotic division to produce a more number of spermatogonia. Spermatogonia is diploid in condition. After production of many spermatogonia, some spermatogonia cells act as stem cells. Some spermatogonia undergoes to the further step of spermatogenesis. Okay. Then after multiplication phase, the spermatogonia undergoes to the growth phase, which increases the size of the spermatogonia. Then that structure is called as a primary spermatocyte. After the formation of primary spermatocyte, that primary spermatocyte undergoes to the maturation phase. When it undergoes to the maturation phase, there meiosis 1 occurs, that is a reductional division. By that reductional division, 2 haploid cells are produced. Then those cells are called as a secondary spermatocytes. The secondary spermatocytes undergoes to the meiosis 2,